Welcome to the sixth and final game of the Netball Exposure Series 2026. The Sri Lankan national team takes on Lankan University all the way from New Zealand. Lankan University started off the match with the first centre pass, and the teams are currently tied up with 1 point in each basket. You can see the Sri Lankan team too closing up their defenses, tightening it up. Beautiful pass there, right into the heart of the goal. Amazing defense there by Sugathadasa Indoor. 4 points so far against all Sri Lanka's defense networks. Right into the hands of a shooter. It's a bit of a long shot. She passed outside the circle until she gained her footing. And that's a clear shot for Lankan University from upping their score once again. And it is their centre pass. They're raking up the points one by one. Straight to the heart of the goal, to the hands of Tishala Algama. She is the lead shooter for the Sri Lankan team. But Angela was there to rebound that, and ball is midway of the Sri Lankan goal. It's quite a tense game. You can feel the tension in the stadium. And yet another point courtesy of. Beautiful passing there. Quick passes. And just with 3 passes, they were able to score. Captain Lily early there. Quick for an intercept. Good passing there by Dulangi. Trying to find an opening into the hands of GS, Tishala Algama. But Lankan University put up a great defense front. Clear pass once again right into the hands of GS, Tishala Algama. We've seen throughout the entire series that she is a prominent shooter that Sri Lanka holds to their advantage. Definitely her height. And New Zealand, Lankan University outlet, they have Kate Grant. Beautiful opening there.
Yeah, throughout this first quarter, we've seen the long lob doesn't quite go their way.
And that marks the end of the first quarter.
Here's the first quarter confirmation for you folks of the final fixture of the Netball Exposure Series 2026 between Sri Lanka and Lankan University from New Zealand. 18-14 is the score.
Tune in to the Papare, your home for all things sports.
Lily Early playing centre for Lankan University. Crucial player for the team. She's always ready to receive the pass.
Here's Day with the attempt. And once again, Lankan drawing level now. Once again, Rashmi looking for that long lob. Proving very successful. Unforced errors for Sri Lanka, who otherwise have been brilliant defensively. Lankan struggling to break. Nevertheless, finds points on the board. Less than a minute to go in this quarter. Those long lobs now working in their favor. Sri Lanka coming undone slightly defensively. Just the one now. Lincoln.
Great defense work there by Gainid Sanayake in the last few seconds of the second quarter, but that also earns Lincoln University their the free shot, which they score to their advantage.
And that's halftime confirmation for you folks. Sri Lanka trailing behind with a tight deficit, 31-33.
Tune in to the Papare, your home for all things sports.
Sri Lanka, with a deficit of 2 points, will be looking to get back in to the regular swing of things. Algama will be looking to poach that ball, but good defense in the opening seconds from Lincoln. Algama looking for that overhead lob. Oh dear.
Rare miss from a goal attack of the Sri Lankan outlet, Rashmi. She's been a strong force for the shooting end, always ready to feed the ball to the post.
Quick start once again. Just a little complacent here, Sri Lanka, in terms of defense. You could say there is the question of fatigue setting in. Sri Lanka need to find their footing defensively. And Algama getting the ball in what seems like forever, but
in the court, because this is their centre pass, and we all know how crucial a centre pass is to a team. That's Charlie Ninisha, the new face for this third quarter, with a replay. Unfortunate for the team.
A court-to-court game here. Just you can really see the different approaches and play styles of the two sides. Sri Lanka really taking their time and trying to position themselves. Algama once again finding the net. That's a good call from the skipper. Sri Lanka have been responsive with their defense instead of proactive.
You can see high and the slow steady. Lincoln University locks in their final for the third quarter.
Yeah, 48-43 is the score. Lincoln University. At the end of the third quarter, it's 43-48. Lincoln University leading by 5 points.
Tune in to the Papare, your home for all things sports.
Welcome back, folks, to the final quarter of the game between the Sri Lanka national netball team and Lincoln University, New Zealand, the visiting side. They've been able to maintain a 5-point lead throughout that third quarter, but now Sri Lanka will be looking to finish things off. Nevertheless, Lincoln getting out ahead in front, efficient in locking those players down, isolating them in the middle third. Algama nevertheless finds the ball in hand. Defensively, they've been unable to hold those players.
You can see that fatigue has settled on to players of both teams.
The middle third.
It's a close game between Rashmi, GA for Sri Lanka, and the Lincoln University.
Like you mentioned before, for both Lincoln University and the Sri Lankan players as well, I would wager that the humidity and the fatigue is playing quite a role, especially in this fourth quarter. But nevertheless, Lincoln University keep the ball rolling. How effective have Lincoln been with their man-to-man defense? Rashmi once again. Just over 7 minutes left on our clock. Quick snappy passes. Finding the poacher. Making the run in from behind.
Sri Lanka making the most of that defense, and a rare miss from Tishala. You could say the tension's getting to her, but that's Angela. Back-to-back defenses from her right when the team needs it.
4 turnovers now. 2 each for both sides. Possibly the phase of the game. Brilliant work from Rashmi. Alagama finds the net. Now they've found a working strategy. Brilliant turnover. Still in the middle third. Can they get the ball moving? Here's Alagama now being locked down.
Sri Lanka still, they have the opportunity to convert this to a goal. Rashmi quick on her feet as always, somehow manages to get the ball to Alagama.
Can that defensive line?
Amazing work by Sri Lanka. They're able to water down the gap that had formed. What was once a 8-9 point gap, we're now looking at a 3-point gap. Amazing work by the players.
Yeah, just a second wind underneath the sails of Sri Lanka now with those brilliant lobs. Alagama gets it down to just 2. 30 seconds on the clock. Can Sri Lanka finish the job here? Looking for Alagama. Just the 1 point left now. Can they draw level? Sri
Just
Lanka.
20 seconds on the clock. You can see the audience all geared up.
Nine seconds on the clock here. Sri Lanka. And Lankan University get the game and snatch victory by the skin of their teeth. But what a fourth quarter. How well fought between these two sides. Just brilliance on display by these amazing athletes. Game. Here's full-time confirmation for you folks of the final fixture of the Netball Exposure Series 2026. Lankan University, New Zealand coming out on top with just 1 point separating them. 60-59 is the score at full-time. Sri Lanka losing out on a massive, incredible victory